My wife threw our autistic son a pity party in the basement while giving our other son a real party upstairs. Now she's devastated that he won't let her touch him anymore. Jason and Ollie were 8-year-old twins who couldn't have been more different. Jason thrived on unpredictability, skateboarding, making slime videos, switching between 5 different sports each season. Ollie, on the other hand, found peace in fixing old watches. He could tell different watch brands apart just by listening to them tick, and spent hours with his magnifying glass, studying the tiny gears inside antique pocket watches I'd buy him from estate sales. I thought my wife Laurel understood both our boys. Different, not less, she'd say, squeezing my hand when I worried about Ollie's future. Jason never mocked his brother's obsession either. He'd even ask Ollie to fix his digital watch when it broke, treating Ollie's expertise with genuine respect. We weren't perfect, but I thought we were solid. That illusion shattered one day when I left work early due to a migraine and came back home. I parked down the street because our driveway was full of cars I didn't recognize. Birthday decorations covered our front windows. Strange, since the twins' birthday was still 2 weeks away. Through the kitchen window I could see Laurel laughing with other moms, kids running around with party hats, and Jason at the center of it all, opening presents. But Ollie wasn't there. I went around back, confused, and heard faint ticking coming from the basement, our basement, that Laurel always complained about being too damp for storing anything important. Through the narrow window, I saw my Ollie sitting at a card table with just Laurel's mother watching over him. No decorations, no friends, just my boy, organizing tiny screws by size while Grandma played Candy Crush. I crept closer to the kitchen window and heard Laurel's voice clearly. It's just easier this way. Ollie doesn't really understand parties anyway, and Jason deserves to have a real celebration without his brother lecturing everyone about watch parts and why digital watches are terrible. I gave Ollie his own little thing downstairs. He's happy with his watches, and Jason gets to be a normal kid for once. The other mothers murmured agreement. One said Laurel was patient for dealing with our son's obsessions. Another called it practical parenting. My legs moved before my brain caught up. I burst through the back door, and the kitchen went silent. Laurel's face went white. "You're home early," she whispered. I ignored her and walked straight to the basement door. "Ollie, buddy, wanna come upstairs?" Ollie appeared at the bottom of the stairs, looking clearly saddened. "I thought I wasn't allowed upstairs," he said. "Don't worry about that," I said. "Daddy's here." As he climbed the stairs, Laurel stepped forward. "Vic, I can explain." But then Ollie spoke, and his words stopped time. "Mommy said I can't come to Jason's real party because I'm weird, and I make her friends uncomfortable." His voice was flat, mechanical, like he was reading from a manual, but his hands were trembling. "She promised me a special vintage watch if I stayed downstairs quietly. She also said nobody wants to hear about stupid old watches." The room of mothers collectively froze, clearly caught in their little scheme. Laurel reached for Ollie, but to all our shocks, he screamed. Not his sensory overload scream, but something raw and primitive. He pressed against my legs, his watch case falling, gears scattering across the floor. "No touch! No mommy touch!" When she stepped forward again, he collapsed completely, hitting his temples with his palms, screaming, "I heard you say those things about me! I heard everything! You said I'm embarrassing! You said you wished I was normal!" Jason ran over, confused and terrified. "What's wrong with Ollie?" And Ollie, through his sobs, found devastating clarity. "Mommy gave me a pretend party because I'm broken. The real party was for Jason. I'm not a real son." The room of mothers collectively froze. Laurel's face crumbled as she truly heard her own words through Ollie's voice. "Oh God, Ollie, no, I didn't mean..." She dropped to her knees, tears streaming. "Baby, I'm so sorry. I was wrong. I was so wrong." But Ollie wasn't looking at her. He stared through her like she was glass, like she was nothing. When she reached for him, he didn't scream this time. Worse, he simply stepped backward, as if avoiding contamination. "Ollie, please," Laurel sobbed. "Mommy made a terrible mistake. You're not weird. You're perfect. Please look at me." But Ollie just adjusted his magnifying glass and examined his fingernails with the same focus he gave to watch gears. Laurel kept apologizing, begging, her makeup running, her party dress crumpled on the floor, but Ollie never acknowledged her existence. He turned to me with that same mechanical precision. "Father, may we leave?" Jason stood frozen, watching his mother collapse while his twin brother treated her like dead air.